¿Qué te diría si Phantom Knight acaba de topear el ICS de Sidney? Un formato dominado por Malice, Raizeal, Blue Eyes. Pues este deck ha conseguido escalar hasta la posición número 16. Y aquí, en este caso, el jugador nos va a explicar un poquito su lista, receta, y la vamos a analizar desde un punto de vista pues bastante competitivo.
Guys, this is Este, and today we've got the one and only Micah. Yo, what did you do this weekend?
This weekend I ended up going top 16 at YCS Sydney.
Sí, que hizo top 16.
Combo with a little bit of PK.
With a little bit of PK? Or?
A little bit of PK, a little bit of PK. All my friends call it Horus combo because damn, those cards carry me. Those cards carry me a bunch.
let's get right.
Yeah.
Do you have any shoutouts though before we go?
Oh yeah. So I'll shout out the boys, DeMarco, Merritt.
Vale, que saludar a los compis que le han ido bien.
Nice
y ahora ya, pues si nos puedes mostrar un poquito el deck, gracias,
and
compi.
shoutouts to Good Game Strathpine, my locals back over in Brisbane.
Vale.
Yo, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Best locals.
So obviously I'm playing three tall scales. This is the one card starter. Three
Bien
boots.
foil,
This is the extender. Cloak. This is like the best one. Love drawing this with Imseti because it's a one card.
Vale, sí, 3 que mandan al cementerio, 3 que buscan trampa.
Ragged and Stand Greeds.
Bueno, de Phantom Knight.
A lot of people cut this card. I really like it because
nivel 4.
boots plus any other PK, it turns this into full combo without having to discard a trap to extend into your actual full combo, which you have to do if you are a bitch because you can't summon the second one. And then for the traps, I just played 3 Fog Blades. I cut Wings not too long ago. Just didn't like drawing it. That's just straight up. Just did not like drawing that card. So I'd rather draw
Bueno, mira, aquí ya cuenta un punto más interesante, que no juega ni la Brigandine, ni tampoco juega la tercera para hacer el Monster Reborn. Solamente juega la que es de negar. Así que bien. Y entiendo más que nada porque jugará muchos más motores. Como mínimo lo Horus yo creo que lo va a jugar para poder acelerar. Y seguramente pues con Fiendsmith porque es el formato que tenemos, pero bueno.
That's gonna negate.
Understandable.
An honorary mention, honorary PK, Terratop with the one target Tumbog.
Va, esto está rotísimo. Y carta.
Honestly, ratio, I might have to start playing 3 of this and 1 of this because of the amount of times I drew the 1 of. Oh, I absolutely hate it. I drew this literally in like the last round of last round of YCS. No, actually, you know, I drew that shit like every game. I drew like every game. I swear, every round I drew that one at least once.
Yeah, the story of my life.
Honestly, the best engine in the entire deck is a Horus.
Bah.
This engine just carries the deck.
Yo estoy esperando que le metan reprina al Horus, Es un engine que no se usa tanto y va carísimo.
Raizeal, if you can set up a duo, set up a King Sock, you're pretty much winning the game because there's no way that they can add it unless they're playing Tornado Dragon. And if they're playing Tornado Dragon, it's a Raps anyway. But if you just set up a King Sock and they cannot add it, you can just sit there and let them play.
A ver, a mí el único problema que le veo a los Horus es que en un formato donde está Detonador es una carta que rara vez creo que vayas a tener el sarcófago vivo. Esa es mi opinión. Pero entiendo que llevará muchos outs al propio Detonador, que es un counter muy vasto del engine.
And let them waste their resources, and then you can just summon 3 bodies back without activating anything, and then send their detonator in the damage step so they can't respond. It's honestly just such a crazy engine, and it's so good at extending and letting me kill people. I wanted to play all 3 names. Yes, it's 2 bricks. I wanted to capitalize on the strength of the engine. Plus, all 3 names, 1 of each is enough for game on board. As is, it's like 9,000 or something. I think it's exactly 9,000 damage when you have all 3 on board. So I think this engine was just insane. Now the actual good engine. We got Fiendsmith with the 1 Lacrima, 1 Larry. People seen this one.
Fair enough.
Everybody knows what these cards do.
Chat, ¿cuántos comentarios va a haber en este vídeo de que ponga no tiene mérito porque jugó Fiendsmith? Esto ya no es una PK que juega Horus y juega Fiendsmith. Típico, ¿eh? Aquí es donde ya... Pero a ver, si es que es un motor que genera cementerio, lo vas a poder convear también con lo Horus. A mí se me hace rotísimo. A mí se me hace rotísimo. En cualquier deck que juegue full spam, como puede ser este deck, es que le metes lo Fiendsmith hasta que lo toquen. La respuesta es, pues hasta que lo toquen. Yo todavía no consigo mi taqueto. Guau, pues está en común el taqueto, quiero decir. Antes valía pasta el taqueto.
Everybody who's playing the engine pretty much plays this ratio. It's pretty standard. This engine was really nice. It came up so much in the event. Necro Crypt is a really strong card in this deck because you got Imseti Pitch, You got King Sock Pitcher Monster, you got Torn Scouts Pitcher Monster.
Yeah, you're always drawing a card, yeah.
Yeah, everything, you got Engraver, everything like that. It just all triggers it, and going Imseti effect and having it resolve, you get a King Sock plus.
Sí, aquí comenta que la Necrokeep comba muy con distintas cartas del motor como puede ser el Horus.
This is a massive engine deck. I'm actually playing 48 card list. So for the non-engine, I didn't want to play hand traps because I feel like hand traps, we're in a format where you need at least 3 hand traps to kind of stop a deck's turn. And the deck does not play off 1 card starters, it plays more off like 2 card, 3 card, kind of just gasses through. So I wanted more high impact cards instead of hand traps. So obviously I'm playing the 3 for Wallows. The card just slows down in turns and it lets me draw into the rest of these ones and just more gas. I played 3 Nibs. This was a really like last minute thing. I put this in the night before the event started. Shouts to DeMarco again. He told me to play this instead of my enemy controller. And God, it came up so much.
Yo enemy control no hubiera jugado.
You're always gonna play the one of Yank Nib because you see this card more than you see these two. It's honestly the go.
I do agree that if you're not trying to play like a huge amount of hand traps, you might as well play like the only ones that are like really good to draw.
Really good ones. Yeah, the ones that kind of stop a turn or slow down enough.
Yeah.
The other ones I played were Magnamod and 2 Druis.
Si
These
juega,
guys are just insane.
igual lleva Chaos Angel y todo.
You kind of got to play these.
Pero
They're
con Fiendsmith
dark,
está
so
bien.
they can be extenders for Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty.
Destroy the Fiendsmith board. They do absolutely nothing to Malice, which is amazing. They hit when your opponent goes Eclipse Twins. You can just target one of the targets and get rid of it. These cards are just insane. They deal with Detonator and they let you track boards. They're just really powerful. I played 3 Droplets. Now I sided this card out every single time I verse Malice because I'm low-key just assuming that I'm getting shifted. But I kept this in every time I
se me hace buena en pickup.
Again, with the whole King Sock
Y además tienes que
strategy,
forzar un dueler.
you really want to get to your King Sock and let it be active. And you can't do that if there's a detonator in the field because then you just activate the chain to pop it.
Yeah,
so I wanted cards to really get rid of the detonator, make sure that they can't pop it because as soon as you set it up, you don't care if you crack the board, you just care if you set up a board that can like recur itself. The last 3 cards I played 2 talents. Never going to play 3 of this card. I hate drawing 3 of it. I hate drawing 2 of it. I'll only ever play 2, but this card came up so much. It honestly was the MVP. Let me win my last game in Swiss to get to top card. Just ripping the exact card I needed out of my opponent's hand to stop them with Droplet Double Fogblade. And the last card is the Black Goat Loss. It's my little spicy one. Like I said before, you got everything that discards. You got track discards, King Sock.
Sí, a ver, lo puedes descartar, que es lo que está diciendo, que lo puedes descartar con Horus, pero a mí se me haría una carta, tío, que yo al menos me molaría jugar a más copias. ¿Sabes? Al menos, en mi opinión, es una carta que me gustaría jugar a muchas más copias. Ojalá que Gran Magic pudiera ser meta, quiero un deck Unga Unga. Buah, esa es buena, esa es buena. A ver, aquí comenta el chaval cosas básicas de que no le gusta llevar hand traps fuertes. Hay hand traps débiles, que solo le gusta jugar las que tienen un impacto de verdad, como puede ser la Fugaros y el Nibiru. Yo el Nibiru, sinceramente, si juegas Nibiru y nada más, la mayoría de mazos te van a hacer un setup. ¿Sabes? No creo que Nibiru como carta suelta sea la carta que yo hubiese jugado. Droplet, sin duda, porque es que necesitas frenar el dueler y tu mazo comba en cementerio. Yo creo que hubiera invertido igual en una tercera TTT o hubiera jugado más Bestials. Esa es mi opinión.
Cards, Imseti, you got Torn Scales, everything discards. You got Zombie Vampire in the extra deck to mill this. It's an insane card in the graveyard. It's a really nice discard. Like I said as well, with trying to set up the King Sock, you can go Black Goat, call Detonator, and now they cannot pop for the rest of the turn, which is honestly just game in itself. You can also, if you really need to, you can set this and you can go against Malice and you can just call, you know, Whitebinder, call Crypta. Call Crypta, they're not killing you. Call Whitebinder, they're not setting up Whitebinder, and that card just absolutely cooks this deck. So it honestly came up so much over the weekend. Every time I draw it, I love drawing it.
Have you considered playing Thrust to thrust into this?
I was thinking about playing Thrust as like another board breaker kind of thing, but the only problem I have with Thrust is...
A ver, Thrust el problema es que no le dan Jain.
Main deck engine
solo
tracks, but I can already get into Fiendsmith with everything.
Yeah.
And it's King Sock is a continuous one, so I can't get into there. And then the only other things is like Fogblade, Droplet, Talon. So it's like realistically your only 2 targets are this. You got 3 targets and it's those 3. So it's like it's probably not worth playing the actual Thrust. It's less scary when you're not playing like, you know, thrust into bonfire to go full combo.
You need like Small World or something for it
Something
to make sense.
like that, yeah. But again, with Imseti, Torn Scales, King Suck, all that, you really don't want to lose hand advantage.
Yeah, and you're not playing Foolish Burial, by the way.
No, I'm not actually, because Foolish Burial is no longer a one-card combo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's more like a 1.5.
Es un extender.
If you draw any PK with it, then it is one-card combo, because you can go like dump cloak add torn pitch a PK to dump a trap. And
Yeah.
El Cale se juega, pero suele estar más en un banquillo.
Foolish is just not really that good anymore in this deck, and especially in a format where Shift is a card.
Since you're playing 48 cards, have you actually considered like taking in one Grass Looks Greener for going second when your opponent like activates Desires in pure Razio?
That is so funny. I would love to, like, I used to play a 60 card version of this with like a little cash engine, because you can go Rainbow Bridge of Salvation to search the Horus field spell, or you can search the cash field spell if you already
Al que
have
muestre
it.
directamente el extra,
y
porque
que
aquí le
search
está haciendo
really
preguntas tipo de broma. Vale, sí, vamos a ver aquí lo que es el extra.
engine when I'm going second. There's so much of it, you can just do it. The extra deck, standard, Requiem, Cherry Beanie.
Ir apretado.
This card's insane.
I agree.
100%. You go this, pitch Smyger, like,
Yes. Big fan.
being able to prevent detonator pops through this is just
I know,
absolutely amazing.
I know.
And setting for cost,
Everything about the
just
card
works
is
so
correct.
good.
It'll
It's-
get banned one day.
Please don't. Please don't. You've already banned Beatrice. You don't need to hurt Burning Abyss anymore.
Is it even bro?
It's a Burning Abyss.
Look, just
It's
like
a Burning
Beatrice, it's a Burning Abyss that is seeing more like play
Yeah.
outside.
Kind of. Yeah, do this, dump Barbar, burn for 5. Played Sequence, played Moon,
Sí, uno.
played SP, played Rusty, played
No
Agony.
juega ni el
There's
DDD,
really
¿no?
no explaining these ones. It's
Igual por
pretty
espacio.
simple. You got this for the PK, this is SP, and then you got
No juega Dark.
the Fiendsmith ones. For the
solo sería para
for the
Malice.
XCs, I played Levier. I really like this card. A lot of people were telling me to cut this card because it's like, you know, you can have more space for stuff like Chaos Angel, which I also cut. But the difference with Levier is it turns my PK
Sirve
combo,
para
if I
TK
don't draw
recovery.
Engraver and stuff,
A
and
mí
I
me
have to go
gusta.
from PK combo into
De hecho,
Moon,
muchos combos TPK usan
it
dos.
turns my PK end board, my graveyard, from being a Torn Scales in my graveyard, and that's it, to having Cloak and Torn Scales in my graveyard. And you'll see why in the next 3 cards as to why that's really important, and that's because I'm playing the Breaksword with the Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion.
Oh,
OTK.
Like an extra OTK. I know, I wanted to play 2 OTKs because there is Bestials all in the format, and I was like, if they Bestial this, I cannot kill them, and most decks have like so much follow-up that is just a lot to crack.
Sí, aquí
so
comenta
I
que
wanted to-
como hay mucho bestia en el formato, prefiere directamente, ¿vale? El tener, en este caso, varias formas de llegar al lethal, porque al final, si el Fiendsmith se come un bestial, pierde mucha ofensividad y entonces está forzado a jugar otra línea. Cosa que no veo mal, ¿eh? Hay muchas formas de hacer OTK y el Dark Rebellion, bueno, el Arc Rebellion es una de ellas. De hecho, se usa
Just
mucho
go for
en
kill shots,
la
and
Raid
actually,
Raptor.
I'm so happy I put this in. The first round of the entire YCS, I almost lost to Memento in time because I was down to like 1,000 life points and they're at 7k, at 8k, and they popped my King Sock with their only interaction in the draw phase. And I just like in a minute turboed out a breaks all, popped their field spell, summon this, and I
One
punched
Punch
them
Man.
punched them for like 17k damage. And God, that's
No, this card is ridiculous. If you don't already know, I play this card in Raid Raptors, so I can tell. It's one heck of an OTK enabler.
And also I'm gonna destroy my card effects, so it beats Detonator as well.
Everything beats Detonator.
Everything in this deck, bro. I versed, I think it was like 4 Ryziel variants in Swiss and then 1 in Top Cut, and I won every single
Juego
one.
con todo
Nice.
contra Raid,
I
hostia.
2-1/2 owed every single
Yo
one
en
of them.
banquillo me espero ver en core como mínimo porque este mazo le duele mucho el dueler. Sí, sí, literalmente.
It's so easy with this deck. Caesar, of course, we're playing
Yo sé que
Fiendsmith.
juega Caesar,
Zombie Man,
Necrokeep,
this
¿no?
was the only rank 8 I played for the Horus engine. I cut the Photon Lord and the Chaos Angel for these 2. I missed the Chaos Angel, didn't miss the Photon Lord, didn't really care.
Have you
Yeah.
ever made Zombie Vampire with a monster that wasn't level 8?
I actually haven't this format. This format. I've done it so many times. When I used to play Dark Charmer, I used to go Dark Charmer,
llévate
take
TT
something
para
like
usar
Disbad,
ese efecto.
summon back one, and then use it to make a zombie vampire. And that was insane. But no, I haven't done it this time. But I did go zombie vampire, hit a boots, a fog blade, and nothing else. And then I hit like my opponent's Ash Blossom. So I took that, reborn the boots, and made the Cherubini, and went full combo from there. So that one was kind of nice. And then, of course, the last 2 cards, nobody's surprised. It's Necro.
Sí, eso no me sorprende.
Necro, like
Pena
I
que no haya
said, this
espacio
card
para
just,
Typhoon.
it's always a +1. it always gets you the draw.
Pero entiendo que el espacio
and
está
then
preto.
this card just did so much. Actually, I think I won in...
Turno 1 entiendo que,
Oh, no.
más allá de hacer, que me es suficiente, ¿eh? Combo de posible SP más combo mal Fiendsmith, iba a decir Malice, más dos Fogblades, que debe ser lo que hace de
I
base.
want to know. I want to know winner mat. I did one winner mat after losing in top 16, and I won the winner mat because I just literally summoned this guy and then just equipped it with 3 guys and punched into a Kusanagi in defense position for like 66.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vale, ahora
Yeah.
I
viene el
actually
banquillo.
I remember like Triff played against
Vale, aquí viene el banquillo.
MS Cerberus, if they play it, they can add it and they can play.
Aquí.
So that card discards. Like, yeah, I can discard a cloak or something, discard something nice, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have cards in. I played 3 Lava Golem.
Vale. Hostia, la Golem.
The Fiendsmith.
A ver, di que el mazo no usa
cards,
normal,
you don't
pero
really
la
need a
Golem.
normal summon, especially if you're pitching the PKs. Like, pitch a cloak, pitch a Taunt Scales for the King Sock, and you've got game right there. So I just wanted this to deal with stuff like Detonator plus Duo Drive Fields, and
the
actually.
issue is Twins of the Eclipse though.
Because
then it comes
true.
back.
That is true. It's actually funny. I versed literally versed the Marco in one of the winner mat games. And I versed him. He goes, "Towns to look at my hand." And he sees 2 lava golems. I'm like, "Yeah, pick one."
No se me hace
he
bueno,
didn't pick
lava
the lava,
golem.
he took
Siento
my
que aquí está
instant, he took
troleando,
the
pero
other
bueno.
one, 'cause I'm just better.
De hecho, se ha hecho incluso el chaval que les está
Lava
grabando
golem,
un
he
poco
goes,
ahí.
click twin, summon back, and then you go on res lava golem. It's just funny as hell.
Must be nice.
And then you can talents take this and it's level 8 for zombie vamp. So it was pretty funny.
Even if it wasn't the level 8, yeah, it's just talent
Yeah,
steal, and it's still a zombie vampire
yeah.
material.
I've had games where I've taken this against a Malice board, Malice player, just so I can punch, and then in the end phase I give it back to them to burn them for another 1,000. Typically that's enough if you can do
Especially
it.
after a Solemn Judgment, exactly game.
Yep. You can do so much with this card. I loved this card. I was maining this, but I took it out and I put it in my side deck, and I put in the... I put
Y
in,
ves,
like,
lleva el
nibs and
encore para el
everything. Just
dueler.
wanted to cut down
Eso
on
era
my cards,
lógico.
because I was playing like 50 before, but I wanted to cut down and make it more I don't know, better. Consistent, that's the word.
Yeah, there we go.
Last one, not last one. I played Xyz Encore.
Because
I
Dweller
really-
is really painful.
Dweller hurts. Dweller hurts, man. Dweller hurts so much in this deck, so I really wanted to play this.
I can relate.
Yeah, I've actually had
Es que
so
esta
many
lancea,
neat
¿no?
interactions
Lancea
with
una
this
PK
card. I
porque
love
tienes el
the
motor
summon
Fiendsmith,
back
pero la
ability.
pagas
A lot
mucho.
of people think it's a drawback. I just think it's
Con el interruptor puedes jugar sin
absolutely
normal, sí,
hilarious.
eso también es verdad, Fito.
Because number one, I had a
Pero
game against
no es
Mitsurugi
cuestión de
where
que
he
la
had
carta
one
sea
spot
mala en
on
el mazo.
field, and that was like the Amino,
Es
and he
cuestión que
tributed
opino
it.
que la Vagoren es
He has
malo en el
effective summon
formato,
back, and I
que es
went chain this
distinto.
on the detonator, so I summoned back 2 zones and he couldn't
De hecho, yo
summon
cuando
back
jugaba
his,
PK
Amino, 'cause there was no
DP,
space. Which
llevaba
was
la
really
Vagoren y
much.
lleva Esfera de Rafa.
And then I also Talons took a monster. I Talons took a node that I revived off this because it goes down by 1, so it was level 3 for Cherubini. Which is, that was hilarious.
what?
That was hilarious. That was the game.
That's actually kind of cool. What?
I was like, yeah, I already normal summoned. I had nothing else. I just went Talons take that, reborn 1 level 3, make a Cherubini and win game.
I'll sleep less dumber knowing
Qué
that
guapo.
Xyz Encore's drawback can be used at your advantage. Seriously, nicely done. Nicely
It's
well
so
thought
funny.
out.
It's so funny. Yeah.
I understand why you got top 16 now.
Yeah, no, this is just my replacement to Ollie. Say it can't be responded to. It can't be cross-outed. It can't be like Desiree negated.
Nothing.
Like literally nothing. And also, like because I'm not playing Thrust, I don't really care about being able to search it. Like it's the same chance of drawing this as it is drawing Ulti Slayer. So I really like this
Hay
card.
strikes, eso es
And
estándar.
the last card, you can probably guess it from a mile
Solemn
away.
Judgment. Oh, strike. There we go.
Close,
Be even better.
close,
No,
close.
but I prefer strike. I
prefer strike as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I could probably go Judgment
Y tampoco creo que
instead
haya
of
un
Strike,
breaker que le
solely
dura mucho al
because
deck.
my deck puts up just the PKs, can put up 2 Fog Blades in the back row anyway, and like that's like double imperm that search. That's what everybody's like complaining that Blue Eyes just searches Vela. I'm literally just doing the exact same thing except they can't attack. Like it's insane. So I might cut this and put it in Judgment just so I can stop like
Lo cambiaría por
the
Jugador.
spell cards. Yeah, exactly. Like I had some guy go the Rust and I was like, oh no, because I had a double strike,
Qué
double
justa,
Fog
malísimo.
Blade set.
Más
I
Lambro.
was like, yeah, it was a terrible hand. It was like Caesar Blast. And he goes, the
Terrible hand that
A
you
ver,
got.
el deck, yo lo adelanto. Se me hace que el main deck está bien a nivel de decisión. Me chirrean los Nibiru's porque te comban igualmente si no usas ninguna hand trap que no sea Nibiru. Droplet la llevaría sí o sí. Y yo antes que eso seguramente hubiera jugado mínimo Ash, puede ser. O me hubiera arriesgado a jugar Tron Lockbeard porque lo bueno de jugar PK es que aunque a ti te hagan Fugalos, tu mazo no hace casi búsquedas. Entonces puedes hacer automáticamente Droll. Te vale tanto como counter para las cartas de robo de tu rival como para poder jugar tú en tu turno 1 totalmente tranquilo. Y del side deck yo no hubiera jugado el Lava Golem. Por lo demás se me hace una lista muy buena, ¿vale? Lo que es así del deck. Y es para que veáis como un mazo como puede ser Phantom Knight, pues es una opción bastante sólida para poder jugarla, lógicamente con los motores que potencian cementerio. Es un caso que ya la ha pasado a barajas como puede ser la Terlaments, pues ahora la vemos en una baraja como puede ser más humilde, como puede ser la Phantom Knight, que quién sabe, si a futuro tocan los Fisters un pelín, puede ser que estos decks se vean todavía más. Espero que te haya gustado mi review del top 16 del ICS de Sydney y nos vemos hasta el siguiente vídeo.